So I'm with Daniel right now in Crabtree Valley Mall area in Raleigh, North Carolina. And Daniel's been taking delivery services of food from local restaurants. And I thought I'd have a quick chat with him just to understand his experiences of what's happening with the virus in town, and also really to try and understand what's going on with delivery services, how he's finding it, and as a community, how we can support small restaurants and small businesses. So Daniel, how are you feeling? What's happening with this situation on the virus?
I think that they're doing the best that they can. There's really not a right answer, like obviously everybody needs to stay indoors, but with being indoors, there are downsides to that too, as people losing jobs and things like that. So, hopefully they can just find a way to treat it first as quickly as possible, and then hopefully eventually we'll get a vaccine. But
yeah, so you're an optimist or a pessimist?
I'm an optimist. I definitely think that things are gonna go back to normal. It's just at what point.
So what's your time frame? What do you think? How long?
I think the hysteria will kind of last until until summer. So
yeah,
maybe like June is kind of what I'm thinking.
Okay.
But maybe as late as August.
3 to 5 months, right?
Yeah, and I know a lot of the president, a lot of people are saying, hey, business as usual come Easter, but I just, I have a feeling that everybody's going to go back out there, go back to work, and then the cases are going to go back up, and then that's just going to put so much pressure on people that he's going to have to go back again. So it's just, it's all about how quickly can you treat it.
Right.
That's science is going to have to do its part,
So tell me about how you're dealing with it. Obviously, we're all quarantined, so we have to get our food from somewhere. Some of us are great cooks, and
Absolutely.
some of us are not so much, good at cooking.
It's also having food.
Right, so it's about having food. So I've seen a lot of restaurants are suffering, staff have been laid off.
Yep.
I'm really keen on kind of supporting small businesses, in particular restaurants. You've been taking delivery services. Which are the main delivery services that you take?
I usually use DoorDash.
Right.
Just because it was the easiest for me to sign up. I know a lot of people use like Uber Eats, and what's the other one? I can't think of it. I think it starts with a P.
Grub, Postmates.
Postmates. I knew it started with a P. But yeah, so I use DoorDash. I would say I have a good experience 7 out of 10 times.
Good.
So
What's
of the
your
time
bad experience been?
You sometimes, hey man, I've literally had people just pull up and they'll mark it as delivered and just drive away.
As in they'd not given you the food?
Yeah, they just didn't give me the food, but I'll see them in the car in the parking lot.
That's crazy.
And because I don't know how it works on your end, as if it says I've showed up to the address.
Right.
But yeah, I've had at least 2 people in the past 2 weeks just mark completed.
And how's that situation been recovered for you by?
DoorDash has done their part. They just gave me my money back in credit.
Right.
So honestly, I got this delivery for free.
Okay.
I just paid for this one. I had money on there, and I was just I got to use it at some point.
Well, it's good that the companies are taking care of you and handling that situation. Obviously, you're reporting the drivers if they're not.
Yeah, and I'm sure DoorDash will be like, hey, if this happened more than once, sorry, we're not going to let you deliver food for us anymore.
Right. So, because I'm keen on making sure people, in these circumstances are taken care of. We don't want the small business to suffer. We don't want drivers to suffer. But
I would
we
just
also
encourage the small restaurants to get on these apps, really.
Right.
Everybody wants you to come into the restaurant, but with people not being allowed to come to the restaurant, if you're on these apps, at least you have a better chance of moving food.
Yeah.
Because I want to try new stuff. I don't want to try chains.
Right, this is what I was going to say. Now, in terms of really on the restaurant side, I'm thoroughly encouraging restaurants to try and stay in business and try and figure out ways of staying in business and keeping staff and payroll and that kind of stuff. And it seems tough, but we've got to be creative. But in terms of your creativity, you now see this as an opportunity in terms of deliveries, restaurants providing food to you. People are going to come and deliver, so it doesn't really matter how far the restaurant is necessarily. What's your creativity in terms of, what kind of food you're looking for? Is it just business as usual? You're getting what you normally get, or are you trying to experiment? How's the apps working?
For me, like now, like I would say dinner time. I don't know why dinner time. I'm definitely more like opt to try new foods. I don't know. I just feel like lunch, there's just not as many food options. Like, hey, how many things can you eat for lunch? But dinner time, like I definitely try to try a new restaurant at least like once or twice a week.
Oh, wow.
And so if you're on there, there's a better chance that I'm going to order from you. Because I would say specialize in what you specialize in. So if you specialize on making food, make good food and have other people specialize in delivering it.
Excellent.
You know what I mean? So, if you're an option and you're up there, I don't know how those systems work, or whether, hey, if you pay them more money, they put you further up on, like, as far as an option.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know
Good
how that
question.
works. But like I know when you're in a grocery store, if you have a certain brand product, like Hidden Valley Ranch, they pay to be at a certain spot on the shelf.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So, and same with Google. If you want your person to show up on Google, I'm sure that the people that pay the most, they show up first. So I don't know if those companies work that way or not. But just being an option, like for me, for example, like if I'm looking for country cooking, and they have a thing on there, hey, how many country cooking places are there?
So you're into country cooking, huh?
Yeah, I like country cooking.
Okay.
I love sushi, so I hit sushi. But if you're on there, there's a pretty good chance I'm gonna give you a try at some point. So,
right. So you're saying where they stand in their
the placement.
In the,
how
in
far
the
do you want to scroll?
Okay.
Because like when it first got started, there weren't that many on there.
Now everybody's obviously
going
to be coming on
although
there.
I feel like they've added more recently, because you want to keep your kitchen staff working, and obviously, like, I feel like the people that are probably gonna be hurt the most are probably your waitresses and your bartenders and stuff like that.
Right.
Because that is an in-person experience. So, but if you are a cook or you're a chef, I feel like there's still an opportunity for you to work.
Right. So what kind of food have you been going for? You said country, you said sushi. What else? Would you
lunchtime, I'm a sandwich guy, so like I love at lunchtime, I'm just a personal fan of Firehouse. That was what it was today.
Okay.
But I would say, like, I'm not going to eat there 7 days a week.
Right.
So, like, there's a pretty good chance this week I may try something different.
And you're comfortable with the pricing that the delivery services provide? Would you want the restaurant to come and deliver to you, or you prefer delivery services, or it doesn't matter?
Yeah, the thing is like, how many people, like, if you're a small business, let's just say I've never eaten at your restaurant before. So number one, how am I even going to know about you? Because I'm not driving out and about. I'm not walking around your malls or your strip malls trying to find a new restaurant. That's just not happening. So I'm going to find you on this app.
So literally all the restaurants you're looking for are going to be on the app. You're not going to do a Google search and find a restaurant. You're literally, so it wouldn't be like, okay, what restaurant, what kind of food I'm interested in, and let me go on Yelp or on Google, figure it out, and then see if they do a delivery service. Yeah. But it will be more, let's go to the delivery service and then figure out what's available there.
Just so you know, the delivery services for people like me, hey, I'm a single guy. I live by myself.
Can't imagine why. Good-looking guy like yourself.
Well, okay, I do have a girlfriend. What I mean is, I live by myself. Like,
okay.
I don't have a girlfriend that lives in my house.
Okay.
I don't have anyone to cook with, really.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, as I was
saying, you lost me for a second,
Yeah. Well, yeah. What I mean, like, I'm a guy that lives by myself, so
you know
what I mean. Like, cooking's really not like an expertise of mine, or something that I'm passionate about. Now, it's so much more fun to cook for people versus by yourself.
Right.
So, yeah, I don't know. I kind of lost where I was going with that. but anyways, like,
I thought I'd add a little bit of spice to our conversation.
Hey,
we're talking about food, right?
Yeah, no. But long story short is, like, yeah, I would stick to what you specialize in. The delivery companies, they sucker people. That's where I was. They sucker people like myself in by saying, hey, if you pay us just like Netflix, or you would pay for something else that's got like a monthly fee.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, anyway, you know what I mean, the monthly fee. Well, hey, $9.99, I get delivery for free for the month.
Okay, so like some sort of membership.
Yeah, so like I have a membership. So like, for example, like I just know off the top of my head, Outback, they deliver themselves. So I can pay like, maybe like $7 or $8 for them to deliver to my house.
Right.
Or I can order Outback through DoorDash.
Okay.
And I've already paid my $9.90 fee, so I don't have to pay that delivery fee. So, you know, and as far as like restaurants go, hey man, dude, now you got to hire a driver. They got to drive. You know, that is another expense for you, but hey, it is more work. I just think that, hey, they're paying for the marketing. Take advantage of their marketing.
So, you know, so what are your recommendations for small businesses, small restaurants? How do you think we should be handling this situation? What's your trade?
I'm in healthcare sales.
Okay.
So for me, like my stuff, like I like to, like my job is going out and visiting hospitals. They don't really want me visiting now.
Right.
You know, hey, less people in there, you know, better than possible. So what I would do, you know, unfortunately, it just stinks that the everything's not interactive anymore. Like restaurants are typically about the experience at the restaurant. That's why you pay and you have an atmosphere. You
Right.
want it to look a certain way. Well, unfortunately, that wait staff and that hostess and that bartender, they're just not there anymore. Unfortunately,
Right.
just
So
because
the experience is more dull.
the experience is, how good is my food?
Okay.
You know, hey, that money that I'm not spending on my waitress, my hostess, and stuff like that, can I get a better quality food?
Right.
Can I create a better quality product? Because if now it's more of, do I have a better product? If I have a better product, people are going to order more from me.
Okay.
Because I'm eating the food, and because a lot of places, people go for the experience. Hey, you know what? Their friends work there, or hey, they like the way this place looks. This bar is really, really cool. A lot of people hang out there, but the food might suck. But hey, it's the environment that you're going for. Well, now that that's out of the equation, I would specialize in my craft, and
Okay.
that would be the cooking.
Cool. Well, I'm really grateful for your time and this kind of
Yeah, a lot of fun.
on the spur interview. And perhaps we get another chance, and I can have a more detailed conversation with you.
Yeah.
But for now, I really appreciate it, and hopefully this information is insightful for people watching.
Thanks. Have a good day, guys.
Take care.